I was a baritone believer, right? And this was the thing keeping me from actually getting high notes. Why? You might ask, oh, is it as easy as to just stop believing in baritones? But Mark, I have one right in front of me. Well, people misunderstand my message very much because I'm not saying like they don't exist. They don't exist, by the way. It's just in your imagination. I'm saying it's a mental label in a made-up language, and you're choosing to identify with it. So I made this meme a while back, and it captures how, even though I'm pushing a framework where we just have M1 and M2, right? Chest voice and falsetto, and that just simplifies everything. People will still tell me, seriously, that I'm overcomplicating things. And in this regard, I got a new comment saying, stop saying baritones are not a real thing, and it's just a mental label, and it's just you're overcomplicating. I got the same comment again. I know, hard to believe, right? Like, I literally thought, I kind of like quickly Googled when the word baritone was created, right? It was like in the 1700s or whatever. And I visualized this meme where like, because this person is so obviously identified with this mental construct, right? Like social construct, can I say that? He then maybe thinks like before they made up the word, like there was no singing. Because like, how am I supposed to sing if I'm not like thinking about who I am? Like I have a mental identity, I'm a baritone, I'm a tenor, she's a soprano, like who cares? You're supposed to be singing, not thinking. This is my whole point. But of course the meme would backfire. Even if I sent it specifically to this person, they couldn't understand, because like there's no way that we can understand each other, because I'm talking about something different completely, and they hear something like, but like they are a real thing, like they exist, I've seen one, I'm literally friends with one, and like, it's not what I'm saying, it doesn't compute, you know, it's a different operating, like trying to install like a Mac program on a Windows or whatever. Plus here's the thing, if something is real, it doesn't really need your belief to keep existing. This is just a generality of life that I encountered. For example, in my own ego, you know, I used to be reattached to the idea that I'm a good person, I'm good, like I'm just scared of being bad, was pretty much the trauma, right? Of being perceived as bad. But eventually it clicked, like just because I'm attached to an idea or the avoidance of an idea doesn't really change the fact. So if I wasn't so scared of the possibility of maybe being a bad person, I couldn't be like grabbing on to the idea of being good so hard. I could let go and probably find out that I do have a heart, you know? So your mental belief, your struggle, you're grabbing onto these mental labels in singing, it's probably because like of some trauma. Like you at some point register that it could be better to be a tenor. Like maybe when I said the whole Mac and Windows analogy, you thought, oh, so you're saying you're better because Mac is better? No, like I wasn't attributing qualities to the analogy. It was like a neutral analogy. So when people hear baritone, they think negative, at least contrasted to tenor, because everyone wants to sing high notes. And then because this happened in your subconscious and you didn't even realize it, now you're like scared of like not being a baritone, because it could mean like you have to process all these feelings that you have about the fact that you do want to sing high notes. You're just like in denial about it, and it's comfier, it's more comfortable to hold on to this new identity called being a baritone. This is why the whole like different operating system thing can even happen, because I'm talking about something, right? Like literally I'm saying one thing, which is only one thing, and the ego filters it and hears what it wants to hear. This is the difference in the computing whatever. I'll put this message I got recently where someone realized that their ego was sort of like preventing them from doing the practices in my academy, and I replied, I'm really glad like my academy naturally filters out the ego in people, because my message is so absurd that literally only a child could believe it, or someone who is extremely open. Everyone else will keep going, oh, but I am a baritone and they are real and well, you're lying. And I have to be okay with it, and I am, may I say. Because if I didn't have this conviction, that you can't fake, by the way, I could only have it because I went through it, and I was a baritone for 5 years, in a sense, like, that reality materialized, and I fucking for sure couldn't sing a single high note, and because I went through that, and somehow it changed, slowly, may I say, and now I can sing all these like high songs that you can see in the front page of my website, for example, because I actually went through the alchemic process, which was again very I almost say painful, but I was thinking of like my spiritual process, which I don't know if the going to tenor thing was painful, but it was slow for sure, right? And because of that, now I'm able to convey you the same evolving frequency, right? This new frequency, rebirth, like fuck being a baritone, fuck being a tenor. Let me sing whatever song I want, right? In the whatever key I want. Usually the original, if you're not a weirdo. But if you're still too identified with your mind, you're not going to be able to receive this message, which is why my spiritual teaching and my singing teaching is overlapping more and more. Check out these two channels if you're interested, and just go get my beautiful program.